All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler King. So we're going to talk about the big nerdy news over the weekend. I believe this happened on Saturday. I think Saturday morning.
I think Saturday.
It was Saturday.
Or was it Friday night? I don't know. I woke up Saturday and I saw all this shit. I'm like, oh, what? So we're gonna talk about these leaks that we got. These concept art leaks. Some of them are wild. So before we get into it, there's a rumor that a lot of people were saying that it was on purpose. I don't think it was on purpose. Because they're saying they wanted it was on purpose because they wanted to see the reaction to what the fans think about it. Whether it was on purpose or not, which I don't think it was, but fans like it. Fans like it for the most part. For the most part. Not everything, because I know what Brian's already going about. Not everything, and also things, but for the most part, I think most fans are really digging it. I have some issues with some of the things as well, but overall, I thought this might be a good route they're going down. But let's bring up these pictures and see. So what we got here. This is one of the concept arts.
So this is the one when you start to see Doom. So he's now,
God Emperor
Doom, and this is one of the variants of I'm sorry, one of the variants of Stephen Strange, which is his right hand man, and it actually makes sense. Yeah, Sheriff Strange makes a lot of sense in the whole idea, because really Doom and Strange are the reason why they get Battle World in the comic book. They're the ones that defeat the Beyonder. So I understand how this works, and though Sheriff Strange is one of the reasons why Doom is actually beat overall, they are really close together. They're really good friends. So I thought this is actually smart, and seeing it this way, I do enjoy this part. I think this is actually smart.
Yeah. I think this is a cool shot. I'm assuming.
Can I ask you a question before you get started? But if they're using Loki as Loki, the god of stories, in place of the Beyonder, and Strange knows Loki, why would he choose Doom over Loki in this instance?
I mean, it could not be, or it could be that this Strange is not our Strange. It's another variant Strange.
I mean, yeah,
or it could be this universe's Strange that is cool with Iron Man. And for whatever reason, our Strange is somewhere else.
But we saw most of the Stranges, right?
We saw a couple.
We saw a few.
A few. And we know he's very dangerous. Because the bootleg Illuminati were like, you're the most dangerous person in the universe.
Yeah, to the point where they had to get rid of him.
But that's not actually what was going on. But we'll get to that. We'll go to that Illuminati part. That's not actually what was happening. But yeah, okay.
Yeah. But also they have Sue Storm next to him.
Yep.
With
his bride.
As his bride. And then Franklin Richards is down on the floor.
And this is supposed to be Mr. Fantastic.
Reed,
Reed, yeah, that's what we read. And then Yelena, that's supposed to be Yelena holding him,
here,
so, or have the chain to Reed, So, I mean, there's a rumor that what's her name, Scarlett Johansson's supposed to come back as like an alternate evil version. Of Black Widow, so I wonder if they would put her here instead of Yelena, but at this point you can kind of cycle them out, right? I mean, but I love the look of Dr. Doom in this one. With it looks like he has a white robe on instead of his normal green. A lot of gold, so he's more of like you can tell he's not just your normal Dr. Doom. He's. And
it's very much that Doom kind of pose, the way he's seated, kind of leaning forward, got that kind of like dominating arrogance about him, even in the concept art. which I really appreciate.
Which I think RDJ, as much as I don't love that casting, he knows how to pull that off really well.
I think he might be able to do that.
That very cocky, arrogant kind of I'm smarter than you kind of personality.
Just be Tony Stark.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. What's up, Ty?
Ty, what's up, man? So
yeah, you go blowing Delta Dan's brain. He's the most powerful version of Doom.
Yeah.
This one said the leakers should get fired. Spooling stuff for us fans is trash. Yeah, supposedly it was an accident. From what I understand, one of the rumors is it was an accident. He was
art on
it was accidental. What you slipped and your hand just accidentally hit the mouse.
So it wasn't a leak as much as he put it on his website. Someone was able to download it. They're able to hack
it. He put it on like
a
share kind of thing, and it was not the right one, and
people were able to hack into it and get it.
Saw it and got it. Yeah. So that's and then another one is that it was done on purpose, which I don't think it was on purpose. But that one's getting more and more traction. But yeah, I think this is a good one. A lot of people are complaining about this. They're like, "Oh, they're just ripping off Game of Thrones." I was like, just because something's medieval doesn't mean they're ripping off Game of Thrones. Like, no.
By that logic, everything that takes place in like a medieval or a setting that looks like this is a ripoff of Game of Thrones. By that logic,
yeah. But I'm digging it. I'm like, I like the look of it all. It looks interesting. For sure.
Second one then.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
We got White Vision with Peter Quill as roommates. It seems like. What do you guys think about this?
I think it's very much an odd couple. It has the potential to be hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially with like whatever kind of back and forth banter they'd have, knowing the kind of character that Peter Quill is, and then what little we've seen to establish White Vision. That could be funny. I'm just trying to figure out where this would all fit in. If this is going to be in Vision Quest, or if this is going to happen at some point in one of the next movies, Doomsday or Secret Wars.
Towards the end of Vision Quest, maybe seeing it
towards the end of Vision Quest. Yeah, I think that's the only place I kind of see it fitting in.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with Quill just making a little, like, showing up like this, and kind of more or less being retired, like at the end of Guardians 3. I think just seeing him kind of pop up here and there like this, still retired, would be hilarious, and just see him adjusting to life on Earth.
I see it more like Starlord is like, he doesn't know. He's asked for a roommate because he's trying to live in California or whatever, or something like that. So he's asked for a roommate. White Vision is disguised as someone else who becomes his roommate. It happens, and he's saying, "I want to get away from the rest of the galaxy. I want to get away from space because I've been there for so long. I just want to enjoy being here and just be a regular human." And then he finds out the roommate that he just selected is actually White Vision, who could go throughout outer space and brings him right back into the fold of being a hero, and drags him back into the story.
Yeah, I mean, right now, because all we know is like White Vision is gonna discover who he is, right? And then also Quill is kind of rediscovering who he was or what he lost. So they kind of go on this like little personal journey together of figuring out what it is to be, human, I guess. So I don't know. It could be cool, but it can also be really effing stupid. Like, it depends on how they go with it, because it is an interesting odd couple.
Yeah, I think
it's for sure.
It might be really stupid. Like, this could be really bad.
Yeah. It could be. White Vision Starlord needs a lot of explaining. And then we got Sully in the house. What's up, Sully?
What's up, Sully?
He said these two seem like they would have legit nothing to talk about.
I agree, and that's what makes it so hilarious to me.
Yeah, but it could be Starlord being his human coach. teaching them how to be human.
That's interesting. Like, this is how you dance. Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon is the most important thing in all human history.
Yeah, sorry, he'll get his dance off again. Yep. I like this one. Dental Dan said, White Vision listening to a Walkman incoming. That would be cool. Where we're like this super advanced piece of technology, of vision is listening to a Walkman. So that'd be kind of cool. But I'm kind of interested, but this isn't like my favorite. I was like, okay, that's weird.
It seems like more than anything, it could be entertaining.
Yeah. Don't all these pics look like AI? I
think this is actual art.
It's hard to tell. I think it's art. But AI is really good. But I don't see anything any weird, because usually AI, there's some weird artifacts. There's things that blend that shouldn't blend, and there's like one too many feet or one too many fingers or the third eye or some shit. I don't see anything too out of place, where AI usually does stuff like that.
Agreed.
But it could be. I'm not saying it's not. And Collector, I see your question. We'll answer that in a little bit.
All right. Next page.
This one is interesting.
We see Bruce Banner, Hulk, and we see She-Hulk there. And you see Scar, who grew his hair back and does it the right way now.
He found a good barber.
A good barber? Yeah, he did. He finally found a good barber.
Let it grow. Just let it grow.
Safe to assume this is potentially on Battle World.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. This entire village is full of Hulks. Everyone. It almost looks like a Shrek village, right?
That's also, we assume that's Scar. Like, just because he's there and looking at it's a village of I was gonna say Shreks, a village of Hulks. I was like, wait, is that actually Scar though? So I mean, I don't know. But if you ever read Old Man Logan, right? There's the Hulk part of the world that the Hulk kind of has over to the side. It gets really disgusting, I guess, because like Hulk finds out he's horny, and the only person he can have sex with is his cousin, who's actual. So they have a bunch of inbred, like hillbilly Hulks. Is that what's going on here?
God, I hope not. I hope
I doubt.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what's going on.
I don't think
they're gonna have to find a way around that.
Yeah, it could just be like,
because I mean, then how will we have World War Hulk if that's what's going on? Because the whole point is that he gets mad because his family's destroyed, right? And he just gets further more and more, and they kill off his family. They try to kill him.
Yeah. I mean, this seems like it's going to be an alternate reality.
If you have Scar, you have to have Kyra, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's one or the other. You have to have Kyra. So I don't know.
But this just seems, because it also seems medieval Renaissance just by what they're wearing and the housing. So I wonder if this is the same universe as that first picture, or if it's a different universe, a different reality. Where just like everyone's a Hulk. Maybe they all got gamma radiation that turned them into Hulks. So I don't know.
It could be. See, but the idea would be that Scar was already even born before they left the planet, right? On Sakaar.
I mean, I'm saying they never been to Sakaar. This is like an alternate reality where,
well, he just has,
he just gives a bunch of his blood to people, and he's like, "You're all my family now." I don't know. I mean, just because of the outfits in the background looks like very, very, very different than anything else.
I'd like to say, who is Scar from Marvel? That is Hulk's son. That is his son.
He shows up in She-Hulk officially.
Yeah.
briefly with a very bad haircut.
Look like a Buddhist.
I mean, but he just looked like a fucking dumbass. Like he comes in and is like, oh hi guys. Like he just looks very timid, very not Scar. Like Scar is a badass.
Yeah, really aggressive, really surly.
Yeah. And also, like Scar in the comic books,
and hates his father.
He hates his father. He wants to kill the Hulk. He hates Hulk. You know, where he tags around with Banner because he doesn't want to kill Banner. He wants to kill Hulk, so he tags around with Banner until he becomes Hulk, so he can kill him. So, yeah, it's a good story in the comic books. In MCU, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell they're doing. But yeah. Yeah, Disney's not gonna let any incest stuff. No, but I just thought like that was my first thought of like, oh, whenever I see a bunch of Hulks, you know, and then he's standing next to his cousin, and I was like, oh, okay, old man Logan, that's nasty. Yeah,
but since they're all agreeing, this makes you feel like blood. It's all it takes is blood.
Some blood, you know, because that's what he did with her in the show. So I see something like that. But hopefully we get a Hulk, like good Hulk, like not good, but like a good story, a good version of Hulk, like something we haven't seen from him in a while.
World War Hulk will be a great start.
World War Hulk will be amazing.
Yeah,
but they have to do it right. They have to do it right.
Yeah,
they would have to do after a reboot.
Yeah, like are they too far gone with the direction they've taken with the Hulk in the context of the MCU to do World War Hulk justice, or just to do a proper Hulk solo story?
They've done Ragnarok, so like that already kind of ruined some of World War Hulk.
Planet Hulk,
Planet Hulk too.
So,
you know, so and also
this looks like Planet Hulk, right? I mean, because of all the Hulks around.
No, because Planet Hulk is on Earth.
Is a village.
So, no, Planet Hulk is on Sakaar.
So that's where they'll get Scar. So could they be on Sakaar and then they grab them and put them on Battle World, and this is a village like on Battle World that's under the rule of Doom, just like we saw Doom in the same type of setting. That this village is the people that Doom is actually ruling.
It could be, yeah. These are like the peasants.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
these are the people.
Like Deuce said, somehow Marvel will mess up an easy World War Hulk. It would have to be after a reboot, because you would have to get rid of Professor Hulk. You would have to get rid of Professor Hulk. It doesn't make any sense. You know, but also, one of my biggest issues was whenever the Russos dealt with the Hulk, they never knew what to do with him. So they always threw him to the wayside, and that's why we're stuck with a really shitty Hulk right now. And now with the Russos coming back, are we just going to get more shitty Hulk? You know, like I'm really worried about that. So,
yeah, I think the Hulk was at his best in the Norton solo movie, the first Avengers movie. I thought he was like a scene stealer in that.
Agreed.
Even Age of Ultron, I thought he was cool in. And of course Ragnarok, but ever since then it just it just seems like miss rather than hit with the Hulk. With as far as, like you said, as far as the Russos go, everyone else, Joss Whedon, Louis Leterrier, Taika Waititi did a much better job with the character. And I don't want to say that he's a non-presence, because even as Professor Hulk, he was responsible for snapping everyone back into existence. So I got to give him his credit there. But I don't know. I want to see Hulk.
That's the only thing he did the entire time.
Hulk things.
Yes.
You
know, I want to see Hulk do Hulk things.
I think the most we saw him do in the final battle against Thanos was throw some Thanos grunt.
Yeah.
And didn't even throw him that far.
Yeah. They said, see what people are saying this. So he shows up in the She-Hulk. AKA Shrek 5 and 6. That's what this is. He goes, he's in She-Hulk with a bad haircut, really bad, horrible. Which is, it pissed me off even more, because like in the comic
haircut.
In the comic, he has a badass haircut. He got the ponytail, the long hair, like
long locks.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
What was so tough about that?
What?
Why couldn't they just do that? And when he showed up in She-Hulk, what was so tough about that? Who came up with this shaved, whatever the hell this was? I don't.
It was a middle manager to say, "I got an idea. Let's do this."
Who's got a worse haircut, Guy Gardner or Scar?
Or Scar?
Oh my goodness,
who's got a worse one? The soundtrack will be
Someone
70s
okayed
prom
that.
music. Yeah. No one wants Hulk wearing a cardigan. Yeah. Unless Professor Hulk, they do a storyline or somehow he becomes Maestro. That's the
Maestro
only
makes a
way
lot
I
of
want to
sense.
see, Cardigan Hulk turn into Maestro.
Because Maestro might be
what I
one of the
would wanna
most
see, but
badass dudes ever.
Oh yeah. Got the balding Hulk with the long hair and the beard, but he's got like the bald spot, which
The
is
bald
so stupid.
spot. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is awesome though. Ragnarok mining the green peach scene. Some Hulk cheeks.
Oh my god.
So but this is an interesting one for sure.
Yeah.
So
We have this one. One of those like Peter Quill is running the Young Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mama Bear sent a good picture of like a T'Challa with Storm, where he has the cape and like a gold necklace and stuff like that.
I know the exact comic book one she's.
So that's why I'm like it could be something else. What if that T'Challa, like, whatever pops up, we see that T'Challa and it's in the middle of the marriage. That'd be epic. That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a really cool thing. Yeah, that would be. I just
because now we could see like a version of Storm, maybe not the final Storm, but a version of Storm.
But also, even when in that the comic book, if I'm remembering correctly, it's T'Challa still in the all black suit, and he just has the gold ceremonial bead stuff around him. So
it's like this,
it's not a gold within the actual fabric of the costume or whatever you want to call it. It's not that. It's actually just a gold bead that and it's this gold like sword or something like that. Like the handle is gold or something like that. So it's like more ceremonial.
Mm-hmm.
But which is different. It's not the same as what we just saw with what we saw with Damson Idris holding it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is gold, which even with his mask off, you can get the half mask, and it is what it is. So like that's why I don't know. I would love for it to be T'Challa with Storm. That would be amazing. With her being queen, that would be amazing.
I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah,
but I don't think that's what we're getting. I don't get Marvel.
I don't think so either, but
yes.
All right. Well, this one I think is another interesting one.
Yeah.
We get like the Young Avengers basically.
Mm-hmm. Look like they're being led by Wong and
Quill.
I was like, what? And Quill, Peter Quill.
Yeah.
Another odd pair up, another odd couple. I'm assuming they're in the sanctum. It kind of looks like they could be in the sanctum, or it could be, we see this dude over here.
I was thinking of his name.
He's an X-Men.
Yeah.
I remember him. Spliff or something like that. Sploof or
he is a weird name.
It's like something like that, like Sploof or Spliff or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Dupe. D-O-O-P.
Dupe. Yep, Dupe. It's Dupe. Yep.
I was trying to I know he has a stupid name. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him because I thought that run was actually pretty funny, and Dupe is pretty awesome. Being Young Avengers is different. I have no problem for Peter Quill doing this. We got Haley Steinfeld's character over there, and we have
Patsy Lang,
Speed of Weekend, and then it was
Khan.
Well, okay, Miss Marvel is great, but that's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah. And that's a rumor I heard that we're going to get Children's Crusade, within
the storyline,
like Doomsday or Secret Wars, one of them. But I mean, I think like a lot of these are going to be more Secret Wars than Doomsday, movie wise. But I mean, it could be
a little bit of
it
both.
could be like the movie is just kind of like Endgame, Infinity War kind of thing, where it's kind of telling the same story just stretched out into 2 movies. That's what I think might happen. But yeah, but either way. But I heard we're getting like a Children's Crusade subplot in it, which I'm okay. Like I'm cool with it being in the movie as its own thing. I don't want to see a whole movie of it. At least not yet. I don't think they're prepared for that. But I think like Dupe being in there, like because I'm like, oh my god, who is he? Or not who is he? But I was like, I remember seeing him in some stuff, and he's definitely a weird character.
The coolest part about that is that in the comic book they come out with Kamala Khan, like her blessing. Miss Marvel is more is a more of an X-Men. She's a mutant. She's a mutant coming back. So that would be really the start of X-Men period, because we have a mutant with another mutant there. It becomes more universal. So that's a cool idea. And then Wong's never really been off the earth, so Peter Quill being the one that actually takes him around makes a lot of sense. He just is he's the one with the ship and that happens to be there. That's why Wong goes with them, or or the world is being destroyed and he has the ship and he grabs them and Wong makes one of his rings and he takes him to another universe. Only thing that doesn't make any sense is that I think America Chavez should be also in this picture, because she can push through the multiverse.
Yeah, open pocket dimensions. Yeah, where's she at?
That's true. Yeah, that is really true. And her,
speed of Wiccan, you have other people that could do a lot of stuff.
America Chavez and Kate Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't know if I'm lagging, but I thought Kate Bishop and what's her name? America Chavez, don't they have like some kind of, I don't know if a relationship, but I thought they were like friends. Or I could be wrong.
Well, Wong is teaching America Chavez, so that's why it didn't make any sense for her not to be in the scene, because she's literally with him, learning how to become one of them.
Yeah.
So like,
oh no, Cassie Lang and Kate Bishop are friends. They're the friends one. So.
But Wong being there, that's why America Chavez should be there too.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, she probably would be, because I think the actress they got to play her is like spot on. Same thing with Miss Marvel here.
Yeah, I think
so
the best.
I think she's going to be in the movie.
Yeah, I think the best cast of the Young Avengers. They nailed Kamala Khan. They nailed America Chavez and they nailed Kate Bishop. I think those are my favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, because Kamartaj, what was it? Kamartaj,
Kamartaj
is where they're training, and that's the last time we left the Multiverse of Madness that she was there. America Chavez was there training, so like that kind of only makes sense. So why is she not in the picture? I don't know. I think her being in the picture will make a lot more sense, because then put her in the picture will probably tell you too much of the story, because she could punch through the multiverse. So I understand.
Yeah, I mean, but they put Speed in here, which is interesting, because we haven't even got that part of the story yet. Like we now know he, is alive, right? So, but we don't know who's playing him or anything like that. So, getting a little spoiler for possibly the Vision show, because I think that's where they're gonna introduce Speed in.
Yep. So that's gonna be next year, 2026. So if they do that, because that's what's probably going to activate Vision anyway, is feeling seeing the Speed is around, or feeling Wiccan or any of that stuff. So yeah.
Erdan said we have a mutant coming in Fantastic Four. Wait, who's the mutant in Fantastic Four that's coming? I'm trying to think.
Franklin Richards? I don't know.
Yeah, Franklin Richards.
I guess, yeah. I mean, but it's not even confirmed that he's in the movie yet, or not.
He's the baby.
Is it? Okay.
Set pictures, yeah. You see him in set pictures.
Okay. Yeah, if that's who you're talking about, then yeah. To be honest, I always felt like Ant-Man 3 should have been about Ant-Man, yeah, and the Young Avengers. That would have been probably better, honestly. Him adventuring with Cassie Lang, Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, yeah, or Wiccan. Yeah, I thought Wiccan was good too. Wiccan, I think it's a solid Wiccan. I like him. You know, he had an interesting story in Agatha. Yeah, Kate Bishop is cool. Kate Bishop should lead the team.
On one hand, I'd be fine with it
because she's the oldest and
'cause
stuff.
she's the oldest. You know, she's probably like the closest thing of the
Out of all
younger
of them.
Avengers to a tactician.
But
But
she has no powers.
she doesn't. Yeah, you know, neither does Sam Wilson. He's going to lead the Avengers,
But she also has no experience and no
yeah.
powers.
Yeah, that's like I said. She's like the closest, but it's probably going to be Kamala Khan.
Yeah,
It's going to be Starlord.
well, I mean, as the adult, yeah, but
As
like
the adult,
as the leader of the kids themselves, they already started setting it up that it's gonna be Kamala Khan. You know,
she's going to be the one that puts
recruiting.
them together. But
Yeah. But I like seeing Peter as like the leader of the kind of the kids. You know, him and Wong. Wong makes sense. You know, he's just a teacher anyway. You know, and Quill, I think
Quill
trying
has no
to,
one, right?
you know,
Because
yeah.
the rest of the Guardians are with Rocket.
Mm-hmm. And this could be how Peter and White Vision kind of become friends, you know, because technically Vision
He has
is
his
the
kids.
kids, you know, quote kids, you know, so you know, it could be.
That makes sense. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But Dupe is the most interesting one because it's just such a random character that is through like, for no reason at all. You just threw him in there. Like, okay. You know, like he's not even a B list. He's not even a D list. The dude is like super background. Just
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yeah. So I wonder if there's somewhere. Maybe they're in nowhere. You know, maybe they're like back to the Guardians home. You know, kind of.
It looks
spot,
like that could look good. Yeah, I like that.
You know, because it could be like a little bar because you know they got all these drinks there and you know neon lights over there on the wall. So I don't know. Just saying. But yeah,
No,
I
I like
like
that.
this.
That's a good. Makes sense, Tank. I like that.
Yeah, I think is there one more?
There is one last one. Oh no, I lost it. So I get. It's the same picture though. It is God Emperor Doom on his throne. Yeah.
Oh damn it! Is that? Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one.
I don't think I've seen it either. Awesome shot though.
This one looks more AI though. I'll say that one. I forgot who brought it up. Was it Delta Dan?
But it has the same name under here.
Yeah, it's the same artist.
But like on this throne, literally looking like God Emperor Doom.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. He looks badass. It's the same stuff he was wearing before. You see the fur on here and all that stuff
with the white and the gold.
Yeah, he looks pretty badass here, and
Sure
he looks
does.
menacing as shit.
Yeah, with the green eyes. Yeah, I mean, I'm digging it. I like it. You know, and I never thought RDJ wouldn't do a good job because he is a good actor. And,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm sure he's going to do great in the role. You know, he's, loved him in every role I've seen him in, and I'm not even mad at him. You know, for this, like, get that bag, dude.
Yeah,
especially with how much they're paying him. Oh yeah. I don't know. It just well we've talked on that many times. You know, it just kind of wasn't what I expected, nor did I hope for it. You know, when I heard the rumor RDJ might be back to play Dr. Doom, I'm like, oh, that's total bullshit.
You said why?
Later,
yeah, why? Why?
Yeah, a couple days later, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
When they officially announce it, but yeah.
But now that it's like real and it's happening, like I said, I think he's gonna do a good job. You know, just because he is a good actor, is just not what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. It's not what your vision was, but
yeah.
And you say okay. Sometimes you just say whatever. I'm not going to even worry about it, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, but overall, with all the pictures, I think for the most part, I'm interested in it. You know, kind of cool with how a lot of it looks. You know, I like this medieval Renaissance kind of style that they're going with you know, with Doom and with the Hulk stuff, and
Mhm.
you know, yeah. Well, even the kids, the kid young Avenger kind of thing, if they're going with that, is not horrible. You know, I don't want, like I said, I don't want a whole movie of it, but if it's like in the movie with them doing their thing, you know, I'm cool with that.
No,
So
I feel you. I feel you with that.
yeah, you know, I think, but it's always been our biggest issue for years now is what are they going to do with Black Panther and
And
T'Challa?
how they're going to do it and how
Yeah,
you're going
that's
to respect it the right way.
yeah,
That's always my big thing. You know?
yeah, you know, that's from what, how many, what, 5 years ago at this point
Yeah.
since
No,
Chadwick died.
it seems like so long. And, you know,
Yeah,
we're talking about 2019 and,
yeah,
you know, it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we fighting this when I don't want to reopen and rehash the thing when they really were they're looking to replace him before when he asked for more money, you know, so you know they didn't like that then before this they even were writing the second movie. So like if you really want to be honest, this has been their plan all along after the first movie. So then why didn't you just recast?
Mhm.
just recast. Yeah,
I don't know where we're going with it, but
you did it with Don Cheadle and Terrence Howard. You know,
you
and
made one
that was
you did a
because of
quick
money.
line.
You know,
You did this one quick line and said, "Oh yeah, I know I look different. Let's get over it. Done." And that
yeah,
was
I'm
it.
here. You
Yeah.
know, get over it. You know, or whatever. Yeah, so they did it with Cassie Lang. They did it with War Machine. They did it with Red Hulk. So
Mhm.
it's not out of the
Yeah, it's not like it's not like a recast
out of
in
the
the
realm of
context of the MC.
possibilities. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
and then
unheard of.
yeah,
Edward Norton.
yeah, and that's one of the arguments is like you can't do that. The fans won't understand what's happening. I was like,
You've
bullshit,
done it. How
bullshit.
many times have you done
Yeah.
it? Like what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. Last few comments. Would you put Starlord, Wong, and Hawkeye as mentors?
Should we ever put Hawkeye as a mentor?
Yeah, I think he did enough already, and yeah, clean experience could be great. I mean, he's the
He does
Jiminy
have a lot.
Cricket of the Avengers, right? He's just
Mhm.
there and telling you the right thing to do.
So, dude, I
Yeah.
have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense. You're right.
Yeah.
None of it makes sense with you.
Star-Lord and Wong for sure leading. Maybe Kate does the leading in the kids' beds, in the kids' bunk beds. um, as well, they have to absolutely lock in the Vision show then. Yeah, which I think they are. I think it is like locked in that it's going to happen.
Mhm.
I thought he looked more like Emperor Doom in the white
Game of
GOT
Thrones
picture. Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like this might be from the end of the room of the Doomsday. Could be, because I think at the end of
How he
Doomsday
ends
he's
up
going to
because
win.
he has to figure out a way to get the
Yeah.
powers of the Beyonder, which at this point it would be Loki, the god of stories. So that he has to kill him to steal his power.
Yeah. Yep. I thought he looked more like God Emperor. No, we saw there. You ever lost a job? I've seen it recast. I've seen it recast a few times.
I've been
Yeah.
recast.
I've been recast. Exactly. There was one that I said we'll get back into. Shit, I might have missed it. It was a silhouetted saying talking about the concept art of Jocasta. That's the other one I was thinking of. For the Vision show.
I haven't had that one.
And I didn't see the Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto in art in the links. I did see the Jocasta for Vision, which that's the way they go. It'll be kind of interesting, So I don't hate it, but it would be different for sure. how they go with it. But with Travis said, which character would you want to see make the big sacrifice in Secret Wars? You know, much like what Iron Man did in Endgame. Like who's
It's T'Challa, right? He's I mean, that's what happens, right? He's the one that they
the story,
give.
yeah.
They give him the gauntlet. You know, they allow him to travel the universe. Like that's.
I don't think that's what they're gonna do, though. I don't think that's what they're gonna do because they're already like distancing themselves from that character with doing Toussaint, doing all the other shit because they don't know. They got lost in the sauce of their emotions, and then they're like, "Oh, well, now we're fucked." You know, so like you can't give Shuri. You can't have her make the sacrifice because that doesn't make any sense. You can't have TJ make the sacrifice because that doesn't make any sense. Like it would have to have been T'Challa, you know, and you can't do that anymore.
But if it's a different character, if it's a different king,
one,
this is why that will make sense. And then he even if he dies, they don't have to do like that. He live, you know, and they can just kill him.
Yeah, you know. But I feel like it would be somebody. You know, I can see Thor. I can see Thor doing it. You know,
at this point in time, I could see Thor. Yeah,
you know, he's been around for so long.
Oh, you guys talking about this time?
I don't know. I don't know. So Thor is the first one I can think of because you have to find somebody who's been around for a while. Thor has a lot of the power. You know, I can see him doing a sacrifice for his, you know, daughter, quote unquote, you know, daughter. You know, so like he would have a good reason besides saving the world. It's like saving the world for his kid, kind of, you know. So yeah, if they stayed on track with T'Challa, I would have 100% said it would have been T'Challa, you know, and they would have found a way to bring him back, you know, in the reboot, obviously. But yeah.
You guys are making good points, but I thought that's where it would go.
Yeah, I just don't see them introducing it. Yeah. So that she would be from the Vision show. That's that. So I don't know too much about the character, just Jocasta, so I can't say I know for sure, but I mean, just from the art, it looks like female Ultron, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What it looks like.
Well, yeah. So it looks cool. I'm down. Find a cool voice actress for the voice of it.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought that was cool.
Would you guys think possibly someone like Doctor Strange maybe does something?
That's what Fernando said. Doctor Strange or Wong doing the sacrifice.
Or Spider-Man.
That's what Wildbear's saying. Tom Holland said he'll like to be RDJ for another actor. Like he wants to do the Miles thing. You know, maybe you introduce a Miles in Secret Wars as a variant, and then you're like, oh, I want to save my kind of my variant. So possibly Miss Marvel. I don't see them doing Miss Marvel because I think they have plans for her. Spider-Man, maybe. I don't think so. Deadpool would be interesting. Deadpool would
because he then can have Thor hold him as he's dying.
Oh my God! Did they already tell us? You know, and then Deadpool, you know, regenerates, so
he can die and then come back
and find a way to come back. You know,
that'd be hilarious because it would. Unless
I forgot about Thor holding him.
Yeah, unless they're gonna just keep that "why was Thor crying" thing a running gag. It would be nice to have that have resolution to that, or not either one. Maybe we'll never know why Thor was crying.
Yeah, it's gonna be something stupid, or you know, like Deadpool makes the sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, who knows more about the multiverse besides Strange, and America Chavez and Deadpool
in Spider-Man, because
and Spider-Man.
all the Spider-Man did it. What if? But once I say it doesn't have to be. I said Spider-Man, it doesn't have to be Tom Holland's.
Ooh, that's good.
Toby.
Yeah. Do you think Wolverine's going to be in Doomsday?
I
Yes.
kind of, I feel like he will be.
Yeah.
Even though to an extent, part of me kind of hopes not, but I kind of feel like he will.
Yeah. Somehow,
yeah,
into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get Deadpool, you get Wolverine, and Miles is already seated in the MCU. Yeah, we saw his uncle, with Donald Glover. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of cool concept art for sure.
Yeah, it really is. I gotta say.
Yeah. Interested, but again, it doesn't mean this is what we're getting. This is concept art. So we got a lot of concept art for Multiverse of Madness too. And,
only half of that stuff came through. So.
Yeah, if half of that,
Yeah, we get concept art or alleged concept art like this all the time, and turns out not to be real.
Yeah. Or Den of Nerds. He was talking about this, I believe, yesterday or today. I forgot when. But he was saying like Kevin Feige doesn't like leaks, so this might have been what's happening. And he just goes in and he's like, you know what? Change it. We got to change it. So that could be possible that like this might be what we were getting, and then he's like,
nope, now we're not doing it.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it's fun. I mean, I think fans overall enjoy everything that got leaked. I think like fans are getting hyped again, which is a good thing for sure. That's a good thing for the MCU right now. Like getting hyped at seeing all these pictures. So hopefully it doesn't turn into another Multiverse of Madness where you overhype. And it's a good movie. It's just overhyped where you expect an amazing, mind-blowing experience.
Yeah, you don't run with the concept. That's the most frustrating thing about Multiverse of Madness. Fine movie.
It was a good movie. And
it was a good movie. They just didn't.
Yeah,
I agree. They didn't do enough. They didn't do enough with what they had on their hands.
Yeah. Well, I think they leaked too much, or too much got leaked.
Yeah.
And too many.
They weren't able to do it all, right?
Hey, you weren't getting Tom Cruise. I'm sorry, but that was a big thing. Tom Cruise is gonna show up. He's Iron Man. And yeah. I mean, looking back at it, it was definitely too much. That was never going to happen. Although so many people were like, hey, "It's going to happen. It's going to happen." Like, but no. Delta Dan said somehow Den of Nerds brought me here.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
Good to know that we were under the Den of Nerds umbrella. I'm cool with that. I like Josh.
Yeah,
I do too.
So. I don't agree with everything he says, but overall, I think he's fun. I enjoy him.
Yeah.
I like Josh more than I like a lot of people, so that's fine.
Yeah. He's somebody I watch more regularly than other people, especially with Marvel, specifically Marvel comic book stuff. Star Wars.
I'm always everything always number one though.
Yeah. Hopefully the Beyonder will be the Doomsday or Secret Wars.
No, it's gonna be
to be Loki.
Yeah,
they might do a Beyonder. They might do a Beyonder.
I don't think they can do that because there's another character you're gonna add to explain, and you have all these characters in it right now, and you already have Loki, the god of stories, that's already have the power to do these things. Holding the multiverse.
I mean, also you could do it where Beyonder has the power and Doomsday go after Beyonder, but then Loki becomes the hero because he is the god of stories, so he knows how the story is going to end. So he helps the Avengers go that one route that would help lead to the proper way. I don't know. I mean, there's ways you can get around things with comic book movies, but adding like here's the Beyonder, and people are like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
like, he's this guy with all this power, blah 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 blah. It's like,
I'm not sure they'll bring in the Beyonder. Even though he was really instrumental in Secret Wars, but
Yeah.
to abruptly kind of introduce him at this point in time, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but yeah,
They
just
could.
him already with Loki. I think you could just use him as a god of
Just-
stories and still get the
yeah.
same thing out, right?
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah. Agree. And then Maria said, "Do you think the rumor that Jonathan Majors might be brought back are true?"
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. I hope it is. I
Mhm.
want to see him come back, but I don't want to see him come back in what the rumors are saying is going to happen.
Yeah,
where
he's not going to come back
die.
and allow him to just kill him. Yeah, there's no way that's going to happen. He's not going to allow that.
Yeah, that's disrespectful for Jonathan Majors. Like, hey, come back and we're gonna have Doom kill you in the first 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Like, nah, fuck off. Just
So why come back to
I'm
here?
not even gonna bother.
You're gonna do that, then go ahead and hire someone else. I don't care.
Yeah, and that's the rumor too. Is was it Coleman Domingo? I think
they asked Coleman to do Doom, but then Tramiel to be Kang. Yeah, I mean, but Tramiel is the only one they're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tramiel Tillman, right?
Tillman
from Severance. That's the rumor that he might come in as Kang and
be killed.
quick.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm honestly with Jonathan Majors. I don't want to see him kind of come back in the MCU because like, what's the point? The relationship's already ran its course. Move on.
Yeah.
Magazine Dreams is going to be awesome. Join the DC if you want to do superhero stuff again.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I think. That's what James Gunn did. He's like, cool, you fired me. I'm gonna go to the DC. Made a movie, and DC's like, come back and be in charge of everything.
And I'd say,
so we'll see.
We'll be icon.
Cool, yeah, 100%. It's perfect, perfect. But yeah, let's end this one because we've been talking about it for a while. I might just take the Black Panther part and have that be its own video and then everything else together. But if you're watching on the replay, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, come and join us every Monday and Thursday when we talk about movies, TV, nerdy stuff like this to get ready for a bunch of comic book movies. We love talking about all this like news and stuff. So make sure you hit that like button and come and join us. But we appreciate everyone that stuck it out in the live chat. You guys are awesome. You guys stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic.